I'm going to do a mostly full face of Haus Lab Cosmetics. I have tried the Haus Labs Foundation in the past, really didn't like the color match, returned it, never really thought about it until recently, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to revisit this foundation because I was talking about it in another video, and I not only got some newer foundation, I also got her concealer and concealer brush, and I've already used and loved this blush as well from her line. I have the color 460. This is a deep warm shade. I tend to stick to more neutral shades, but this I believe would be a better color match than the one I got first. I believe I got 480 the first time around, and I didn't really like how it swatched on me, but I'm hoping that this will be definitely better. I did not get her foundation brush, but I think I have a pretty good brush in between that I'm going to use. I'm going to use Rare Beauty's brush in the meantime, the foundation brush. I really do like it. It's an old favorite of mine, and we'll see how it goes. I'm going to put some foundation in my silver tin here, and we're just going to head straight to it. I already did skin prep as well. I have like sunscreen, my favorite sunscreen that doubles as a makeup base. Actually, where am I going? I need primer. Going with the Sieck's primer first. Nice jelly tacky consistency. I can't believe I was gonna actually start this without a primer. Nuts. But as I said, I did use my favorite sunscreen as a makeup base, and on its own, technically it could be used as a primer, but I'm gonna use this. I filled in my eyebrows a little bit off camera, just used a little bit of concealer underneath them, so that's the only makeup really on, is just the eyebrows. Have yay much in my tin, and I'm gonna go in with my brush, and I'm just gonna start patting all over my face. Yeah, this is a much better color. I can tell already. I usually try to aim around the perimeter of the face and then kind of blend out. I was curious. I was going to go with 450, but I was afraid that was going to be almost too light. And I was saying in another video, I was reviewing Ariana Grande's REM foundation, and I was saying that its formula to me reminded me so much of the Haus Labs formula, because there was a lot of technology that went into creating this one. Like 3 different types of silicones, I believe I saw about it. It's just like a sophisticated formula. I believe it was developed with Lady Gaga's team and her, and it was made in Korea. And you know, Korea is like on the front stage as far as, you know, skincare ingredients, and a lot of research going into their makeup. Very, very similar in color to the Ariana Grande one I got. I think 450 would have been okay, but I think this color will be good. Definitely a more summer shade, because as I said, it does have the warmer undertone. I just knew that 480 and even 470 were too much for me personally. And just as I remember it, it feels really smooth on the skin. Definitely very skin-like finish. Really hydrating formula, but I also do a lot of skincare prep too. Okay, well, I didn't do that much skincare prep today. I just basically used moisturizer and my sunscreen, but you know. So there it is, all on. I'll zoom in and you can just take a look. As I said, it's very skin-like finish. Feels really nice on the skin. This is so similar to at least I feel, the REM Beauty foundation, which is also really nice. I did an entire video breaking that one down. I'm going to go in now with my concealer. I am going to use the Haus Labs concealer today, but I'm not using it necessarily to conceal imperfections. I'm going to use it more as a highlight. It's my Hourglass one, their airbrush concealer, and it's in the color Brandy. I typically use this concealer a lot. I hear some complain about it creasing, but I've always liked the formula, I'll tell you. And I'm just going to put maybe a teensy bit under the eyes here, directly under, and just put some. So I'm going to use this just to kind of conceal a bit, bring a little attention to the area. Just going to blend that out as best as I can. And you can already see it's given some light to the area. I speed this up a lot, in my opinion. You might think this is wicked slow watching this, but I kind of speed along. But if I'm doing like a full fake makeup look for my face, I will take my time and blend as much as possible, which is always my advice with using concealer and or foundation. Blend and blend and blend, and when you think you're sick and tired of blending, you go back and you blend some more. If you really want that smooth skin-like finish, it's not super streaky, getting on your nerves, making you look absolutely insane. Why does my voice keep rising at every level? I don't know. I love the Say blush. I'm gonna use a little bit of Chili is the color, and it's a beautiful pink, and I think it will be a nice complement to the Hibiscus colored blush that I'm using from Haus Labs. Just to have a little bit of a base pink right there. You know what? I'm gonna go back in because I love this blush a lot. I'm gonna go now into using the Haus Labs concealer, and this I'm going to specifically use to highlight, so to bring some brightness back. And I'm going to use her concealer brush as well, because I've heard so much hype about it. Apparently it's everything since sliced bread. All the makeup girlies are like, oh my god, this is the best thing I've ever used on my face. I have a lot of concealer brushes. I have a lot of makeup in general because I am crazy. Not crazy, passionate. I'm passionate about my makeup collection. Okay, that's the concealer brush. Nice hefty gal. And I just opened up the concealer and I got the shade 33 Medium Rosy. This was according to the guide, the legend that was on Sephora, which I purchased all my stuff from. And this is definitely a lot lighter. Woo! Woof! It's looking a little bright. Trying to be careful. So I take that out. So that's the doe foot applicator. Just gonna put a little bit more concealer, and now I'm gonna aim towards the inner corner of my eye. And as you can see, this is definitely nowhere close to my shade. But as I said, this is meant to be a more highlighting venture. So just putting a wee bit around my face. I'll zoom in so you can see, and then I'm going to again let that dry, sit, and I'm going to start using her brush to blend all of it out. Go in with her concealer brush, and I'm going to start getting the highlight all over. And see, that just brings a little bit more dimension to the face. And I'm just gonna blend out all the other areas that I've highlighted as well. The brush feels soft, so that is pretty nice. Gonna kind of squint again. Okay. And then any creasing I'll smooth out. And then top of the head too, on the forehead, just kind of blend that. That's typically where the light hits. The brush is nice. I don't know if I'm particularly wowed by it, but it's nice. So I am very excited because I have purchased now the Huda Beauty Easy Bake. I have a few Huda Beauty products, but I'm going to use a little bit of pink powder, which is kind of crazy, but I'm looking forward to it. Tapped a little bit of powder into my cover here. This is Oob birthday cake. Has a really beautiful smell, and it's a really nice pink lavender. And pink for powders, for setting powders, tend to be a little bit more brightening, and I'm going to try to aim around the areas where I've put the lighter of the concealer. I'm going to just use like a little no-name brand velour sponge, and I'm just going to tap right in those areas. Pink. Okay. Gonna just tap a little bit more and try to tap off some of the excess. And then just a wee bit more, just to set the makeup. I'm getting it all over my pants. That's great. Over my mirror as well. How do the makeup girls do this so flawlessly? The amount of cuts they must have. This is crazy work, let me tell you. Really nice fragrance to it, and I'm not a huge fan of fragrance in my cosmetics, but very pretty. I'm now going to go in with Lady Gaga or Haus Labs blush. This is in Hibiscus Haze. I have used this powder and I've liked it, and I'm so glad I got the original version of it, because I've seen a lot of Haus Lab fans complain that they've shrinked the size of the blushes now, but I got the original, so you still got one hell of a product here. So much product left over. I will never run out of this brush. It would take so many years. I don't even know if you're supposed to keep blush for years, but I do. If I like a blush, I keep it for a very long time. And I'm just gonna powder with using my Makeup Forever powder blush just over that blush I put on earlier from Say. Just gonna put that on my apples of my cheeks. I'm gonna use another mist. I'm gonna spray one more time. This is again Mist Thing from REM Beauty. So this is my finished look with everything. I really do like this formula. I'm kind of unsure as to why I didn't just exchange for another shade versus just returning it and never looking back. I don't know what the hell I was thinking, but I'm looking at it and it's beautiful. I think this one and the recent REM Beauty foundation that I've tried, probably both the most skin-like beautiful finishes. I'm going to be filming some content, and I might stick in a clip later of how my makeup looks after, you know, a few hours of wear, and maybe I'll tack that on to the end of the video. But so far it sits so comfortably on the skin. with the powder, it's beautiful. I really do like a lot of Haus Labs stuff. I would love to go try her new product. It's like a cream blush and lip in one. It's very popular right now. She just recently launched it. There's a particular shade that I'm eyeing, so I might come back and do that. And I really do enjoy this foundation. So you let me know your thoughts about Haus Lab, the entire line in general, and what do you think about the finish and just how your vibes with that foundation.